Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of Commander. I'm Astacon, and these are the amazing cast folks that I'm going to be doing the show with you this evening. So we'll go around the room very quickly, introduce ourselves. Brother Sabathius.
Hey, my name's Brother Sabathius. You might remember me from such shows as a postman Path of Van against the Cyclops. Are you mad in Elite Dangerous? Or how far down do we have to swim in Sea of Thieves? So you can only find me on twitch.tv brother_Sabathius, where I do Elite Dangerous, Sea of Thieves, creative stuff, Lego building, that kind of thing. So I'll be playing Jackson West tonight, who is our ex-Navy cyborg. Did pretty well last time in information finding.
Yes, we'll get more into that very shortly. Thank you very much, Brother Sabathius. Dr. K. Ross.
Good evening. Hello. As the introduction says, I'm Dr. K. Ross. I'm Dr. K. Ross on Twitter, on Twitch, and I'm here tonight playing Saskia Tarun, the person who was once a doctor, a medic, and is now on a quest to find a new path in life, in space. And considering but not committing crimes so far. Only one bar fight.
It might be a crime, though.
I mean, thank you very much, Dr. K. Ross. Psyche.
Hello, I am Psyche. I am back this week. I will be playing Mara Murphy, a racer pilot and all-around thrill seeker. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at twitch.tv/Psyche, and I play space games and sandbox games and story games and all sorts of different shenanigans-y things. So, hi, I'm happy to be back. I missed everybody.
Thank you very much, Psyche.
I missed you too.
And Taco Trash Can.
Hello, I am Taco Trash Can. You can find me, Taco Trash Can. Just type it in. It'll be easy. It'll be fun. I do what I want on Twitch, so... yeah, come by. See me play games. See me do what I want. I'll be entertaining, I promise. Anyways, I'm going to be playing Ellie Bacon. She's just, you're just a everyday average mechanic. Nothing special or unique about her.
She's very good at mechanical stuff, though.
She might be a genius. Maybe.
Outstanding.
Who knows?
Thank you very much, Taco Trash Can. I'm Astacon. I'll be a games master and guide today. I have some shenanigans planned. Undoubtedly, the dice will say no, and the players will invert the shenanigans back on me, and I shall suffer. We shall see how it goes. To start with, though, we are going to concentrate on Mara's brief detour last week. Let's see. Ooh, it's a good one. Now, Mara, you went on a little brief side adventure What was your side
did.
quest?
I am head over heels in love with my Imperial Eagle that cannot fly anywhere. And my good friend Gwen, who is also a fellow racer, has located a potential lead for some parts for my baby. And as much as this mission is incredibly important to me, the ship takes priority a little bit. And I think it's just one jump. It's not that far.
Equally, it was a very, very strong lead. Something that Gwen would have expected maybe some deferment if it was any other component than the power plant housing for your ship.
Very important.
Yeah, kind of important, that. I've realised this is the wrong music. This is the spooky music. We don't want the spooky music for this. Let's go.
Don't we?
No. Let's try this one. That'll do. Now, what was the star system that you jumped into to acquire the?
So I think so. Gwen is situated in 82 Eridani,
Yes.
which I'm not sure if it's too far away for me to have gone to reach her.
82 Eridani is
it's pretty close.
fairly central, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fairly close.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
from Seoul, it's not very far.
Yeah, it's even though oh no, because you were jumping in from Barnard Star.
Yeah, I was coming from
Yeah,
Barnard Star,
yeah, a
so
couple of
I'm
jumps
trying to
at
kind of
most.
place it. Yeah.
No, that's very, very close indeed. Okay, so yes, she has a very strong lead on power plant housing. Now, Mara's shell of a vessel.
Yes.
She got for less than scrap value, mostly because it would have been work to scrap it.
Yeah.
So she's got this shell of a very quick Imperial Eagle. What color was it? Was it painted?
Black.
Black.
It's pure black. And it doesn't have the equivalent of neons, but she imagines that it does. In her head, she has this like perfect example of a ship, and
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. But it's a bit scratched and it's black, and it doesn't really. It's not quite there yet.
The paint job is for sure at 0%.
Yes.
There's a lot of
It'll get repainted.
Yeah, a lot of scuffs, a lot of scrapes. It's weatherproof, but that's about it. Now, yes, Gwen, very kindly. Is Gwen? Does Gwen sound like Mara? Is she from the same sort of area?
She would be from the same sort of area, and she won't have grown up in 82 Eridani like Mara did, but will have spent a lot of her time there and has been there for long enough that she's kind of picked up a little bit of the local kind of slang and stuff like that.
The local lingo. I'll attempt to do the accent. We'll see if I can do it justice.
Good luck.
We'll see if it ends up sounding Scottish or not.
That's okay.
So, yes, you hop over to 82 Eridani. Gwen is there to meet up with you and comes through on the radio when you jump in.
Mara, I've got some great news. I found one. I finally bloody found one.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you at all. It's a power plant housing. It's intact, and it even has the wiring loom.
Oh my god. I've been waiting for so long. I have to come over. I can't. I'm kind of, I know I haven't been able to tell you much about this, but I'm kind of working on something at the minute, but it's gonna have to wait.
I kind of figured. Alright, so follow me back to 82 Eridani and I'll meet you up with the contact. You're gonna love this so much. Right, I'll see you there.
Alright, I'll see you there. Thank you, Gwen.
You're most welcome. And
I've got to remember to turn this off now. Yeah, you both head over to 82 Eridani. Gwen is in an eagle, not too dissimilar to yours. Gwen's has racing stripes.
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
I tried to go kind of low key after my old paint job will have been very, very flashy.
Yeah.
And now that I'm like trying to be all serious and stuff, I had like a a new paint job done and whatever.
Yeah, no, Gwen's still rocking full racing colours. Her ship is still outfit for going fast in sublight.
Right.
It's not very good at much else. It's really not. It is. Right. So, you know 82 Eridani better than me. What's the name of the primary settlement?
So the one that I will have come from is called, I believe, Radigan.
Okay.
And there is a Coriolis station there, which is called something beginning with a B, and I've completely forgotten the name of it. And an outpost called Roosa Dock, Roosa. So I would say we would probably meet on the outpost because it's maybe easier to get to rather than going to the planetary settlement.
Yeah. So, where's Miro gone? Come here. Blast it. All right. I promise you I'm organized. Okay, it is none other than Tim McGree of McGree Salvage Corporation that she's managed to secure this through. Tim is passably competent, but not dreadfully respectable. When you meet him, there is a strong odor of booze. He doesn't look drunk, but you get the impression he probably is.
Standard.
Yeah. Mara Murphy. A pleasure. Your friend Gwen has told me much about you.
All bad, I hope.
How the hell did you survive that crash? I must know.
I'm just gonna have to say sheer luck at this point. I'm not gonna try and pretend it was skill.
Ha! Best answer. I like you, honest. Yes. Bit of a peculiar one you want, isn't it? You rebuilding...
I have, very particular needs.
Yeah, building not just the bloody module. You're after the structural components. Interesting. But I've got one. And it's cheap.
I am so happy to hear that.
It's cheap because they're a pain in the ass to scrap, and honestly, if you're willing to take it off my hands, you can have it.
Absolutely. I just... this ship is going to be a labor of love. It's going to take me a long time. I'm going to have to scrimp, and I'm going to have to search for stuff, and I'm going to have to find each of these pieces, but I'll get there eventually.
Wonderful. Gwen held most of the... she was... Anyway, she drives a bloody hard bargain. It's all yours for 3,000 credits.
Absolutely, I'm on board. I don't think I could get it for any better a price anywhere else.
Honestly, you probably couldn't. Like I say, they're a pain in the ass to handle. They're a pain in the ass to scrap. Taking the radiation shielding out is... I'm sure you all know this. I'm sure you know this, but... Yes. I've... Right, and he goes through the particular details. I'm actually going to have to look up the ground settlement here real quick. And whilst he does that, he treats you to a cheap but hearty lunch. Noodles or bread or burgers or something with plant-based fake meat or thereabouts.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a sandwich out of that.
Yeah. Now, if I can find... Oh no, they've moved it, haven't they? If I can find this. 82 Eridani, there we are. Okay. I did have this up, but my browser crashed.
Oh, that's the worst.
So, yes, this is... I imagine it's not far from Borman Depot.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Butt end of the system. Tim has some friends and some dealings there. And the long story short is this is ex-Federal Navy scrappage.
Right.
And this hull was remarkably intact. You are welcome to go ahead and go and grab it. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah, Gwen takes you over there. She's managed to hire a Cobra for the occasion from a friend. She doesn't.
Yeah, because her eagle isn't doing anything.
No, neither's yours, to be honest.
No.
Because this is, of course, the power
Yep.
bracing for the ship. It's almost as big as the ship is tall.
Yeah, my ship can't carry that.
No. So yeah, she's managed to pull in a couple of favors. Borrow this Cobra 3 for a few hours to get this thing moved over to where
Excellent.
you're based. Where is it that you're based? Are you based in the Coriolis, is it?
Radigan Industries, it's a planetary settlement
Gotcha.
that not all the racing is done out of or anything like that, but the people that I've associated with generally
Yeah.
are there.
Yeah,
So-
a well-stocked surface installation with a bit of gravity, so you're not suffering from the muscle atrophy too much.
Yes.
Now, whilst you are flying, she gives you some great news.
So, Mara, I've been keeping my ear to the ground like you've asked me to. This courier with this armature fellow,
Yes.
I've got a flight plan.
Oh, you haven't.
I have.
All right.
Well, I didn't get the flight plan myself, but wait, give me. Are you still rocking that old comm?
Yeah, I still have the same one.
Does it? Is the Wi-Fi on it working?
I think so, and I
Grand.
take it out and tap on it.
Yeah.
I think, as far as I can see.
So,
She does hang on. There we go. She taps on her own, and
Oops.
Wi-Fi broadcasts it across, and you have a remarkably detailed flight log of
Nice.
the Tabsha Argage, which Commander Armige's ship. You see near the end of the flight log, the ship goes from Hutton Orbital a couple of times, in and around Sol, like you'd seen. A couple of systems nearby: Sirius, Barnard Star, Trappist 1, some other ones around there. Alpha Centauri. Oh yeah, Alpha Centauri is where Hutton Orbital is, isn't it? And a couple of others nearby. And there are gaps in the log at the end, and the last system that is present in this log is Barnard Star.
Okay.
But tying up with the dates, this is about 3 years, 3 months ago.
Okay.
So there's a gap of about 5 months
Right. Okay.
between what Mara will soon know as the
Yes.
information that Jackson's found, and the information you have here. I'm giving you this as for the information as a player,
Yeah.
and also for chat as well. Refresh their memories and refresh mine, because there's only so much space in my brain, and I'm doing a lot of things at once.
All right. Cool.
So
Gwen,
yeah.
that's fantastic. Thank you. I know I haven't given you much information about why we're looking
no,
for him.
yeah.
I hope I can eventually. I just don't know. I actually honestly don't know what's going on.
you don't have to apologize for it. I trust you implicitly.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Oh, we're getting a brace. This thing's a bit rough. when it's
All
coming.
right, no. You don't have to task me twice.
A super cruise.
And yeah, it's a bit of a juddery disengage from Super Cruise as you approach the planet. And yeah, you get down. The landing is rough.
Fair. I'm used to that. It's fine.
It's bad even for Gwen's landings.
Right. Okay.
And it doesn't take you too long to meet up with one of McGree's representatives and get to work Gwen, that person, and yourself just cutting the thing out of this busted up eagle.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, it's an Eagle Mark II, but this component is so core to the Eagle frame, it's interchangeable.
Right. Sleeves are up. We're going in.
And yeah, it takes you perhaps half a day.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean, that
pain
makes
in the
sense.
butt to get out. Which you can see why Tim was so keen to offload it.
Yeah. Pain in the ass.
Yeah. McGree's representative dips off after a couple of hours once they're satisfied you're not going to blow yourself or the facility up, and you and Gwen are left to it. You get all of that done and load it up, fly back, get back in on Radigan, and your gorgeous Imperial Eagle.
My baby.
Your baby, yes. So, again, a quick question, because you know 82 Eridani better than me. What kind of planet is Radigan on?
It is a high... I'm pretty sure it's high metal content.
Okay,
so...
cool. Well,
I don't believe it has an atmosphere.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll use this one. It's one I've got ready, so we'll use that as a visual cue. And Gwen is appreciative of the opportunity to see you again, and is excited for your adventures. She's got half a mind to follow you your footsteps once the next couple of racing seasons are done, because she's having fun at the moment.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
She even says she's gonna give one of the buckyball races a try if she has the opportunity to do so. One of the less ambitious ones that don't race halfway across the galaxy. You get your business sorted there. Anything else you want to do in 82 Eridani before you head back?
For in-character reasons, I feel like I would visit my old mentor, whose name is Xander, and I kind of look up to him as kind of like a father figure. Not for any particular reason other than to just kind of pop the head in the door and say hi. And
yeah. How long do you spend there? 30 minutes? Cup of coffee?
I'd say, a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Probably.
Cool. Xander's appreciative of the visit. Gives you some. Is Xander married? I want to. No. Okay.
No.
Oh, I've got my wires crossed on that. You get. Oh no. Yep. And yeah, he's rustled up some dry cakes, which are sort of a bit of a family recipe got from his gran of space food that isn't quite as space foody. It's like hardtack, but not hardtack. It's a sort of peculiar sort of pizza shaped biscuit thing that doesn't rot very easily.
Sounds about right.
And he gives you a big bag of those.
Nice. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I feel like he's the type of person who's like married to the job kind of thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Also, in the interest of accuracy, I have got my wires crossed. Radigan is the name of the minor faction that owns the owned the settlement at one point. I'm not sure they still do.
Okay.
And I've now lost the word I've lost the name of it.
Yeah,
I have it open and I can't find it. But
I can double check. Is it Godwin Vision?
It might have been, yes. Actually.
Okay, Godwin Vision then. Cool. They've changed the user interface to Nara, and I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, yeah, and also because they added all the new settlements and things got kind of moved around a little bit. I'm like, I'm lost in my own home system. That's not technically my home system, but
for sure. So, Godwin Vision will retcon that. I imagine Radagan Industries probably are in charge of the settlement at the moment, because it is three years ago from current game time.
I think they probably are.
Yeah, 3303. So that's no worry. And you head back. Oh, hang on. I've got things for this. Let's go here and then here. Hopefully this works for everyone on stream. This is the first time I've used this.
Looks good.
The new soundboard I've got on this. I've wired up a few of the sound effects.
Nice.
So, you head back into Barnard Star and chase after everyone else who are in Kusang, which is where we'll meet up with everyone. Now, Pursue Vision. I'm getting the pronunciation wrong, but is the primary station in Kusang. It's not an exciting star system at all. Butt end of Imperial space. It takes you a long time to get there because it's like... what's the jump range on your ship?
Let me double check.
It's not much, is it?
9.
Oof. It takes... I think it's about 20 jumps for you.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me set for the next day.
Yeah, it's about 20 jumps.
Okay.
It's a very unexciting star system. Industrial primary economy, primary station is about 6,000 light seconds out. Around a trinary planet orbit. It's a really interesting little orbit if anyone's ever in that area. But beyond that, nothing really interesting happens there.
Okay.
And it's in Pursue Vision where Jackson, Saskia, and Ellie meet up with you again in, I guess, the dock, just as you're coming in, perhaps?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Okay, cool. So, let's get those ambiences up and running. And everyone else, you may rejoin us. Mara has returned.
Ellie runs at Mara and hugs her, and
I'm sort of standing like,
and then goes like, "Why did you run off? I'm so mad at you. I am so mad at you."
It's okay. I promise it was for ship part. I promise it was for a good reason.
Did you let somebody else touch the eagle?
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Somebody touched the part, but it's okay.
That's fine. I don't. I mean, getting parts out is hard, and I can't avoid that. Even though it's kind of nice, fun work. I listen to podcasts while I do it, but you know. Hey, raise your back! Don't do that again.
Okay, I promise.
Especially after we got into a conflict. What you thinking? Anyways, okay, I'm gonna stop lecturing you. I'm gonna let everybody else say hi to you.
Hi, everyone.
Are you safe? Are you well? After everything that happened last time?
I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I know it was poor timing, but it was one of those things where I just couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it go. But I got it. I got it sorted. I've spent a not insubstantial amount of money, but it was very cheap. It was very cheap.
Wow.
Only 3,000 credits. It was only 3,000 credits for power plant housing.
Oh, that is a steal.
He did not want to deal with it.
Who did you get from Tim?
I did. I've never met him before.
Fucking Tim. Oh, he's the worst.
Tim
He
is
is
not,
the
in fact,
absolute
the
worst.
worst. But as far as Ellie's concerned, yes, he is the worst. No, Tim is talented, but a bit creepy, a bit dirty, a bit smelly.
He's the worst.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news, though, Mara. Whilst you were away, you did miss out on crimes.
Oh,
I know
you
you're
have
all about
fun
that.
without me.
Well, somebody did crimes. I won't take
Who
the
did
glory
crime?
away. Jackson.
It's not a crime if you don't
Hi.
get caught, you know.
Jackson, what did you
Yes.
do?
Oh well, we did a sneak. We did a sneak. We
Oh,
found found the Armiger's Diamondback Explorer and his old eagle. The Diamondback
Oh.
was unlocked.
Oh, did you go on his ship without anybody? Jackson,
Oh yes.
I didn't know you had it in you.
Opportunity presented itself, man.
Ah, that's what I always say. I
didn't
actually
know.
found out something that might come in handy. I have a flight log here, and I'll present it to them on my data pad, my compad.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
It kind of ties up with what we found in the Diamondback.
It matches the information you found in the Diamondback really well. You can see the flight log of the expeditions that he went on in that Diamondback. It's quite easy to when you load them up on a three-dimensional map. Well, I say three-dimensional map, sort of on your screen, and zoom through it. You can see where he's gone out to like Coalsack and Eagle and Omega Nebulas and stuff, and headed out the other way towards the Galactic Rim. The gap in information is about 5 months-ish, give or take, from his last recorded stop on these logs that Gwen managed to find versus the information that you've got directly from the Diamondback. So it's most likely... actually, give me... I'll have a navigation roll from somebody with other people's help.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Stellar navigation. Let me check the precise name of the skill. Let's have a look. Oh no, it is just navigation.
Yes.
It is just navigation. So yeah, whoever wants to roll it can have the help of 2 others. Include your relationships.
Now then.
I'm okay at it, but I'm not too good.
I'm not much help to
Kind
you,
of
though.
average.
I'm pretty bad, but I'm willing to help.
Looks like you've been volunteered, Jackson.
Yep. Okay. All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
Wait,
okay,
take
so...
this one off, yeah?
So yes, +2 from 2 people, plus your relationships. So you're gonna get a real high number with this.
Okay.
Which is... Oh, crikey, yeah. Okay, cool.
Right, so it's that one. +2 for 9, and plus whoever's...
Yeah.
Hang on, that's the things.
Yep. Well, I think Mara should be one of them. Because she's the one who got the
That makes
data.
sense.
Okay, so
So
it's 10.
either Saskia or Ellie giving you extra assistance. You're on
Yeah.
a 10
I can
already.
help.
Yeah, we're on a 10
Ellie,
already.
please go ahead.
Yeah, I can help.
Okay.
That boosts him up to a 12.
Nice.
That's an 11 then.
As a side note, did we want to do Galnet?
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. I did forget. So, yeah, let's do Galnet. But this week, Evelyn Bray's amazing news reporting. So, need the music first. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and
6th of October, 3303. Thargoids adapting rapidly. Admiral Aiden Tanner, Aegis Chief Military Liaison, has released a statement confirming that the Thargoids have begun adapting to weapons and tactics developed to combat them. They stated that anti-Xeno missiles were becoming less effective. Current target lock countermeasures have reportedly been rendered useless. Tactical withdrawals by combatants are being adapted to, and Thargoid drone ships have become more accurate. They continued, "These developments illustrate that we are dealing with a highly intelligent enemy capable of rapidly adapting to our weapons and tactics, and underscore the importance of Aegis' ongoing anti-Thargoid initiative." Second Aegis initiative concludes, and third initiative announced. A spokesperson for Aegis has announced that its appeal for Thargoid-related materials has reached a successful conclusion. Hundreds of pilots took to their ships to deliver material to Shelban Service Station, which will be used to develop new anti-Thargoid technologies. Aegis have announced the third phase of its program to counter the Thargoid threat, and is once again turning to the galactic community for the necessary Thargoid-related materials. The initiative has received financial support from the Weird Jet Power Industries and are requesting Thargoid Cyclops tissue samples, microcontrollers, and explosives. Evelyn Bray, Galnet Broadcasting.
Pardon me, y'all.
There we go. So yes, thank you for the reminder there, because I completely forgot. Yes, Galnet News getting broadcast to your ships and communications units since, when was it, 2700? I think they started, something like that. Anyway, thank you very much, Evelyn Bray. Now then, I completely lost where I was because I was sorting out technical problems whilst that was happening. Yeah, over to all of you, I think, for the moment.
So we got, so we got the navigation.
Yes, the navigation roll. I needed to. Thank you very much for reminding me. Yeah, 12 is pretty good. I rolled utter garbage. Yeah, you've got a lot of insight here. The reason why you are certain. The reason why there's gaps near the end, and the you have more information in this. This is almost all public records that have been collated by someone who's pretty good with the Google foo. That Gwen has probably asked, maybe a sibling or a relative, or perhaps a friend's child or something, to do as a little homework project, and they've managed to get a lot of data. Generally speaking, Commander's data is, particularly about their movements, is fairly reasonably accessible, as long as you know where to look and you have passwords and access to the places that you need to go. They've done a very thorough job, but that job is still going to have holes in occasionally where the flight logs are either corrupted or haven't been exported from the ship properly, or they just haven't been collated yet. Given the gap at the back end of this, that's probably what's happened, especially tying up with the rebuy notice. Now, for those wondering, when you get a commander's license, a pilot's federation license that the group here are chasing, you get access to arguably humanity's most comprehensive starship insurance policy. It covers 95% of the costs of your starship on destruction. Doesn't cover the cost of any cargo, unfortunately. But almost always you will get rescued by automated not rescued by automated systems, sorry. Your life raft escape pods will have automated systems that alert rescue ships to your location. You'll get picked up, yada yada, and the coverage itself and the accessibility for it is second to none. It's extremely user friendly. Added bonus, the Pilots Federation pay for this through the extremely slim membership fees that they charge. We're talking a few millicredits per credit of profit, and there's enough commanders and enough other business interests that they have that they make an absolute fortune and can afford to be so generous. But Commander Armiger hasn't accepted the rebuy notice, which means he's either hiding or he hasn't received it yet.
So, Jackson, did you want to pass on the information you found, not to steal any of your glory?
Oh, well, we all know. So, so he's been out wandering around. He's been out walkabout for a bit of time. About 3 years ago, then he has I discovered a rebuy notice that was sent to the Diamondback, presumably to all the rest of his ships as well, for destruction of his courier.
Not the courier.
Unfortunately, yes. That was 2 years and 10 months ago. And we don't seem to have anything on him since.
And he didn't take the rebuy notice?
Nope.
But he did
bizarre.
leave a lot of gifts in that Diamondback.
Okay, I don't want to be the one who has to say this, but could he be dead?
That is a possibility. We could be chasing a dead man.
Everybody thinks he's dead. I don't think he did. I think he is gone. I did.
There's a couple of intriguing things going on. First of all, there's public knowledge and evidence that this pilot made it their way down here near back into Empire space. Yet we were purposely given our mission all the way back out there, LHS 20, and pointed in the exact opposite direction.
That is odd.
The patron of our mission here knows more than what was let on, and that is quite intriguing.
I do think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm quite concerned. But on the Diamondback, it turns out that our quarry was quite the photographer, a prolific photographer.
Indeed.
But there was two particular worlds which had a lot more entries. An icy planet and a water world, very well photographed, along with pictures of, again, our benefactor. And as a young child, yes, a picture of Jala. So, I'm not quite sure what to think, but these two worlds seem to be in the direction he was heading last, as far as we can tell. So there might be clues on one of these two planets. But also, I think we need to find something to bring back to Jala and find out what on earth is going on. Why have we been sent in such a wide arc? There's more to this story.
Yeah.
I got a question. How old is our latest communication between him and Jala?
You don't have one. You don't have any.
No,
any communications between those two. Only
we should. We got them.
In-person meetings between Jala and Leonard.
I thought we found one on the Diamondback.
That's the rebuy notification.
No, we had some sort of like communications that was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
What's up?"
No. I sit corrected. You are quite right. That was about 3-ish years ago. 3 years, 1 month, 2 years,
Okay.
11 months. Yes, sorry, I forgot about that.
She didn't talk to her for 3 years and a few months.
Yeah,
She talked to her brother.
I
and she
would
left.
dare say, because Jackson was so thorough searching that, you could probably at least get the metadata from previous communications. They didn't talk often. They talked regularly, but there was often big time scales in between. Mostly probably because Leonard was off exploring the galaxy and taking pictures. I think that's a fair thing to be able to surmise from his communications logs.
Now I have an additional question. Will we have? So somebody sends a letter out deep space, right? Like I sent a letter to my dad, whatever. If I died or my dad died, does that letter go into public record? What happens with that?
Yeah, it depends on the jurisdiction. Normally, it would just be treated as private mail. Generally speaking, data is ferried around between star systems by starships. You're still tied to the speed of light with radio broadcasts and such, but because you've got frameshift drives now, if you load all of the data you want to send on a hard disk of a starship and yeet the starship across a couple of star systems, you can pass that data on. There are missions that commanders frequently run for sensitive data, but I would imagine the transfer of data on ships is fairly routine. It would be encrypted, it would be put on the ship's computer. A low-ranking peon of some faction would send that data onwards, and it would work a bit like a regional postal office, I imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like he could have a letter in his like mailbox at Barnard Star.
If he did have, it would have come up in the Diamondback, because the Diamondback's his. It would have been sent on.
So then, sorry, my question has been a little bit in circles. So then, as far as we know, she last spoke to her brother uncle when she was 29 years old.
Yep.
And now 3 years later, she is like, please go find my brother / uncle. And she did not send any further communication to this man.
Not that
as far as we know.
As far as you know, that's correct.
Okay.
That's odd.
It is very odd.
It's also odd for somebody to wait 3 years after not hearing from someone to go, hey, where'd they go?
Yeah. It's not like, we'll look them up on the internet or something. You could look them up on social media or something.
It's not like that family's hurting for credits. They could have paid anyone anytime.
Yep.
That's true.
It's also weird, too, that nobody has... I imagine you would have a will, right? He seems to love this person very much. It seems weird that if there is a buyback notice for this, that none of his money has been sent over to anybody. You think like a politician would really need some money to run for politics. I really need his money too, but that's only to buy a fleet of ships and engines, but that's another story.
Not to become the tinfoil hat wearing person, do we have the means to check these images to see if anything's hidden in them?
You can try. I'm sure one of you's got a cracked copy of whatever photo editing premium
I have
suite.
computer skills.
Yep.
That I'm willing
Mara,
to use for this purpose.
This is the reason why we need you. We didn't even think of that. We thought maybe we could think to see where these were from. Go to
I'm
the
just
place
curious.
that
I feel like it seems very pointed that these two planets, there's pictures of them, and there's also
So
a picture of his... Yeah, I don't know why I did this for younger sister or whatever, but like this.
Yeah.
Little person.
Yeah. There she is.
So can I roll to see if there's anything weird about these images?
Yeah, sure.
All
I
right.
can help you out.
Okay.
Hell yeah. All right, there's my computer roll. Ooh.
Whoa!
Yipes.
Okay. This is a
Mara's a
generic
bit of a
music
self-taught
change.
hacker, by the way. I just thought you should know that.
Generic music change, not because this is anything particularly serious, but because I've remembered we're still on the Music for Galnet. So let's go there. Right, Ellie, how much extra do you give Mara for the assistance?
I think it's 2.
Okay, did you reset your doofa last time? Your relationship? No, you didn't, because Mara wasn't here. Okay.
No. So, no, it's just 1.
Okay,
It's
so...
just 1 both ways, because
Yep, so
I was going to give her a
+3
minus
then.
1.
+3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 15. Mara, you are positive. These photos are legit. There's nothing, there's no stenography, hidden images in them.
That's exactly what I was going for. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing weird. All right.
Nothing peculiar about them. It seems, and you check, not just these 3. These 3 are the ones I'm using for the for the campaign here. This guy has literally thousands of pictures on his on the data sticks that Jackson liberated, and all of them are clean. The date stamps match up well with the with his flight logs. The names of the vast majority of the files are just procedurally generated names. There's a couple like really cool sunrise and this is pretty, and for the few pictures of Jala, they're just labeled like Jala 1 and Jala 10 years old and that sort of thing.
All right, there's nothing weird about these, everyone.
Nope.
I guess they're just pictures.
A quick thought that I had.
Yeah?
We know where one of the planets is at. Do we just want to stop there real quick, go to the place where it's at, and then see what's up?
So yeah, the icy planet is in Erasmus, which I think is where Jala's seat of power is. The water world is across in Unsignal, but we don't know which exact planet it is. But there can't be that many water worlds, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No.
As a GM tip, you could check your navigation computers. It's easy enough to do. And I wouldn't even need a roll for that. There is a water world in Hunsignal. They're not dreadfully common in the bubble. Generally speaking, if a world has been terraformed, it'll be turned into an Earth-like world rather than just a big pond full of water, because people aren't aquatic. They need something to stand on, unless they fancy going for a swim. Icy worlds, though, the vast majority of stellar bodies that aren't gas giants or stars are made of ice of some sort. Just because once you're outside of the habitable zone of a star system, suddenly you can use water ice to build planets with. And boy, is there a lot of water ice in the universe. Yeah. The icy world is considerably less unique.
All right. Well, I mean, we could go to either one of these places. I think would be fine. See if something's there, unless we had a better idea of course of action or something to do.
I do think they're only a system or so apart as well. It's quite convenient for us, but I do think that we should stock up on gear for these kind of worlds.
I think we could probably just kill 2 birds, 1 stone, send 2 and 2. Unless
My
you
concern
think.
there is if we see more pirates. I think there might be safety in numbers.
I think if we see more pirates, Jackson's ship won't make it.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but do I tell a lie?
Truth hurts.
I mean, the truth does hurt. I mean, Jackson, if you want, you can. Oh, wait a second. No, never mind. I only have just a cat bed for my. I don't have a. You can go in Saskia's ship.
Well, I got to put some miles on this thing and get used to it anyway.
Okay, so you
it'll
chose
get there.
death.
It's a hungry
Okay.
drunk. It'll get there.
He chose death.
I think
And we
should
offered
stick
him-
together.
And we offered him cake or death, and he chose death. So
That could be written on my gravestone.
he chose death. Okay,
Yep.
I will make
Perhaps
sure
you
it
should
gets written
stop
there.
choosing death.
So for those
Yeah.
for those new in chat, Jackson's vessel is arguably the worst pick you could take for a starter ship. However, that does mean it's extremely cheap. It's not very capable, it's underpowered, it's slow, not dreadfully maneuverable, but it does mean that Jackson could start with a funky sword. Yes, he is flying a Crate Star Speeder, aka the Crate Mark 1. It's a small vessel. It's essentially the precursor to the Sidewinder. It's a bit like a Falcon de Lacy Vulture. It's got quite large hard points and packs a punch when outfitted correctly. But generally speaking, is often used just as a runaround because they're cheap and haven't been built for the last, 30 odd years or something. Yeah.
Yes, no, they're long out of production.
Yeah. They do not make them anymore, no.
I suggest staying together because we have gone into far too much trouble already, and I expect that will probably continue. And as much as I'm always up for an adventure, I think it's a good idea that we have backup.
That is true. Guys, I'm about to be a cranky Ellie. If we don't find us, I'm going to be cranky. I'm going to be real cranky about this whole mission. I'm getting real cranky. I'm about to lose it.
Ellie, if we stick together, we might be able to have yet another bar fight.
And that is true. I didn't hit anybody though last time. I just stole some stuff.
I mean, I'm
can
not
steal again.
opposed, but would you mind if we get out of Imperial space first?
That's
Just for
fair.
personal reasons.
That's fair. Okay, we can save that for the celebrations after we find him.
But that said,
Yeah, sure.
I think safety in numbers also goes for the types of environments we may be going to. Where can we find both cold weather gear and a snorkel on this station? We're going to need both.
You planning on going
Got a
snorkeling?
lot of that stuff.
We're going to a water
I think
world.
we are.
Ice diving. Yeah, you could just visit Pioneer Supplies. They probably have both. They would.
And I think I got a
Yeah, they probably would have
both.
both. Actually, Ellie, give me a D10. On a 10, you will have both already. Just straight up
I
in
think
amongst your junk
I think-
collection.
Okay. Oh, thanks. I forgot how to do everything. Roll 1d10.
Yes, please. No,
It's a 7.
no, you've got
Thanks.
something snorkel shaped, but isn't actually a snorkel.
Is it just a pipe?
Yes.
It's a pipe. It's a pipe. So I had this pipe. I was saying I could turn it into a snorkel if we needed to, but I think maybe time is more of the essence. So maybe we should buy it because I think you all won't sit here while I make a snorkel. So really, it is not that I think that I couldn't make it into a snorkel. It's that I don't think that you all will sit around while I make it into a snorkel.
Ellie, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go
Okay.
shopping.
That's true. We can go shopping. Let's go shopping.
Okay, so, yeah, Pioneer Supplies, well respected, very prevalent around the bubble. They sell gear for pilots. That is their MO, their entire business model. And yeah, it won't take much for you to acquire some better thermal gear to help with the cold weather, and some underwater expedition equipment. I am just gonna see if those are in the rulebook or not, and if they're not, I'll just have to make up what they cost on the fly. Yeah. Let's have a look. So whilst I'm doing this, anything else that you all want to purchase before heading out to adventure, TM?
Do they got?
Don't think of anything.
I brought field rations. Just in case.
Just thinking that we could probably do with some more. I could do with some better
10.
rations.
I also have a
more
climbing
grenades.
kit. I bought a climbing
Ooh,
kit just in case
outstanding.
we
I
have
have
to
a
do any
climbing
climbing.
Those cake things that Xander gave you.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Give me 2d10, and that's how many
Okay.
days worth he's given you.
Okay.
Because
2d10.
These things are, wow. These things are cheap to make, pretty tasty, if a bit bland, but extremely
I'm putting that
filling. They are space cooking.
Right. I put in item. Oh, that should be in my pockets.
Yeah, or your backpack, because 15 days of flat cakes
Well,
is
yes.
gonna be quite. Yeah, I'd imagine actually probably most of that is on your ship. So
Yeah, fair.
We might need a new scanner though, because I think we need to scan it. And if I am correct, I do not think. Hold on, let me see what. Is there power plants on this station?
probably. What sort of power plant are you after?
I will tell you in one moment. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Ellie making a detour to the
2D. Oh, I could just upgrade to the next one, the 2C, or let me see.
How much
Yeah,
power
I
do you
think-
want? Dare I
To
ask?
tell you the truth, I need all the power. I want the best one because I do want to trick this out a little bit more. If I am going to be fighting more pirates, I do want to blow them out of the sky.
That's a great reason.
Yeah.
Alright,
also too, I want
check.
more. I want better. I just want better everything. But I could go up to the 2C to see if we got that, and then I think we do need some new sensors as well.
Yeah, let
If
me
I remember correctly.
throw this at you real quick. Taco as a player. One moment. It's Pursue Vision. If I could remember how to spell the bloody thing. Ah, damn it. Okay, it's in Qsang. it's in the Qsang star system. Brother Sabathius, could you do me a favor and fire up Pursue Vision in Qsang on EDDB and pass it over to Taco? And I can deal with the clothes then. Okay, so Saskia, Mara. Whilst that's happening, clothing. Found it. They for sure have more survival gear. And you're probably, honestly, looking 20 credits.
Which one?
It's a deal.
Pursue Vision, aren't we?
Yeah, Pursue Vision. Named after a French mathematician. Seminal work on something, but I can never remember what the thing was that he did. Now, yes, 20 credits for the Arctic clothes is what they are. They have a -2 social factor. Because, you know, they're work clothes. They look terrible.
I have no social penalty because I am confident, and apparently my clothes do not affect my social standing. I think the
It'd be
description
fine
of
if
that
we run into any
actually-
Yetis then.
Yeah.
I will flirt with the Yetis. Apparently that actually means that I could literally wear, I think the description says I could literally wear a trash bag and people would still look at me as if I'm dressed normally. And I was like, that sounds good.
Yep. That's absolutely fine.
Wait a second. Do we need the next planetary scanner up because it goes from 1,000 to 500,000?
The scanner that, remember, you've got 3 different types of scanner on your ship. You have a discovery scanner, which is built in. That is your all-encompassing long-range scanner that just looks at light sources around your ship and goes, that's probably a thing. Let's record that for the user interface. You have next the full system spectrum scanner, which is a what's the correct term for it, where you split up the absorption frequencies. Can't remember. Anyway, it looks at the frequencies of light, works out what the things are at long distance. That is also built into your ship. The last one is the detailed surface scanner that launches planetary probes. That's the expensive one. That one is not built into your ship. It needs a separate module.
Okay. And which one do we need to go to these planets?
Neither.
Okay, never mind.
You don't strictly need any of them. However, detailed surface scanner would make the task of looking for stuff on a planet's surface much faster.
Well, Asicon, somebody didn't give us 500,000 credits, so I cannot. And I don't know who would be so cruel as to suggest that I can have that thing and then not have that thing at the same time. But it is someone I know.
Well, you might have had the particulars for it, so
You mean I can make one?
You could try. I am 100%. If you want to have a crack at it, I will let you have a go at it.
Yeah, let's see if I can make one.
Okay. It's not
Or
going.
is it repair?
It's not going to be as good and will take time. How long are you willing to spend on that?
It depends on everyone else.
Yes. Also, everyone who's buying Arctic survival gear, 20 credits. Add that to your character sheet. Remove it from your bank balance. Underwater gear. That's not a thing I can find. So, I'm just going to rule that as 30 credits. And that is enough to go diving with. And this interfaces with your flight suits. It is not suitable for vacuum. Just putting that out there. It's designed to be squished, not expanded.
Fair.
Yep.
Okay, we've got O2 mask and tank for vacuum purposes as well.
Yes.
I think in various
your flight suits that you come equipped with are also the Remlock suits themselves. They are fine in vacuum for short periods. That's what they're designed for. So
I don't think I make one.
I haven't asked you to roll anything yet.
I did it anyways.
So, anything else, not ship-based, but personnel-based that you want to grab here?
Other than them, can't really think of anything.
So let's see. What else do we need to get? And in my ship, by the way, I do have, just in case, a good old-fashioned assault beamer. Are we expecting any more issues? I mean, these should be not that populated worlds.
I have a knife.
I mean, I do have a pistol,
Yeah, I have a pistol
but that's
too, but
it. I have a pistol and a big old range.
So we got our clothes, we got our foods, we got water, we got my
I'm bringing a
med
med
kit.
pack.
Let me check my med kit. I've got to make sure there's enough thermal blankets in there for all of us.
I will
what's on
say
me?
yes. There are enough thermal blankets. There's probably enough thermal blankets for an entire starship's, small starship's worth of people. It's a first aid kit though. It's not gonna help you with surgery, but it is gonna keep you in one piece hopefully long enough to get rescued if the worst comes to that.
How much would it be to collect the ingredients for s'mores?
Right. It would be pocket money. I wouldn't charge you for that.
I will get the ingredients for s'mores if we're
Okay.
gonna go camping.
Sounds good. Detailed surface scanner, 250,000, by the way, not 500.
I still don't think we can afford it, even if we can
yeah, I
find
don't-
money.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, Ellie.
Yeah.
I'm going to completely disregard your previous role because I didn't ask for it.
Thank you.
I am gonna want an intelligence-based role, and based off that, we will do either repair and or cyber. Where the heck is your character sheet gone? Oh no, that's Mira.
Is Ellie letting us know what she's planning?
I would
via
assume so.
Emojis.
I would assume so.
Yeah. So we might be able to make this because I don't think we have enough time
Yeah.
to go planetary exploring.
Let's see.
Do I
Can
agree
we
with
all
that?
help?
Yes.
Can we modify the van?
The van. I dare say, yeah, the van is probably the best ship to attempt to mount this jury-rigged discovery scanner on. Let me, real quick. Early Bacon, where have you gone? There you are. Right, come here.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, I will have, please. I'll have a. Actually, no. Let's roll cyber. This is for knowledge, and roll repair, which is for physical acts. Now, before we do that, assistance. Who can assist that has a decent cyber score out of everyone else? Saskia.
I'm pretty comfortable with cyber. If you do want a hand with that.
I can help with
Yeah.
repair.
Jackson?
Okay.
Cyber not so much, but repair's not bad.
Okay. So, +2 plus relationship on cyber. Go.
That's a +4 too.
It's a plus. Excuse me, did you just have the audacity to roll a 17?
Yes.
I did.
Would you like to, the DC for this was like 7. Just saying. Which is, difficult, but you are supremely confident. If you can get the correct parts for this, you can nail it. At least in the time frames you've got. How long are you spending on this?
Well, I guess it depends on how long would I need and how long are we wanting to spend on it as
You
a
are
crew?
going to need at least one day. The more time you spend, the better it will be, the more reliable it will be, the more accurate it will be.
So, what do you... Okay, guys, I can spend... Do we want to do day minimum, week tops?
Let's say let's spend at least a couple of days on this. See how it's going.
Okay.
Let's say give 3.
Yeah, I think so.
3
Why not?
days?
And get some proper food in us as well before we go back into the black.
That's actually
Oh, that
a really
sounds
good
good.
idea. Nice. Cool. So, you're going to need parts for doing this. What are you going to sacrifice? What are you going to buy? You don't have to sacrifice anything, but if you sacrifice something, you don't have to buy it. That's why I'm giving you the option.
If I sacrifice all 3 pairs of my itty bitty kitty mag boots,
That will probably give you the circuitry necessary, at least for a user interface control panel.
okay, not worth it because I can also just buy another data thing and then do that and
Yeah.
set it that way.
Yeah.
I guess I could just purchase it all. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know what I would. I mean, I could.
Now,
Say, Ellie,
Eh.
if we modify and strip out this collector limpet system I've got in here, do you reckon we could repurpose it for the scanner?
I mean, probably.
you couldn't repurpose it as a scanner, but you sure as heck could use it as a probe launcher.
Okay.
100%.
Does that help towards our?
Oh yes, that helps
our goals.
tremendously.
Fantastic.
Okay, how much is that thing worth?
I have no idea. I'm going to look this up. It's a 1E.
It's a 1E. Okay, so yeah, you'd be able to launch one probe at a time and wait for the data to come back. But yeah, give me a price on that. Ellie, how much money are you willing to spend on components? The full version costs 250,000. The more
600 credits.
the more money you spend, the better the end result will be. The closer to 250k you get, the more professional and capable the end result is. You don't have to spend anything if you don't want to, but I wouldn't advise doing that. You're gonna need to put some money into this.
I'm willing to spend. Let me see. I got 3. I need 17,000 of that to go to. I'm willing to spend 15,000.
Okay,
So 1 5 and 3 zeros.
nice. Let's have that repair roll.
All right.
I can help. I can help.
Yep.
I'm getting help from Jackson and Mara. So that's 5 from me. It's total 10.
Yep.
My relationship with Mara is +1. My relationship to Jackson is from him to me is +1. So that's 2. And then plus an additional 1.
So the relationship from him to you is what we're going for, and you get +2 from his assistance. So you're getting another 6. Excuse me, Ellie, did you just roll a 16?
I did.
Yeah. In 3 days, you have a very crude but functional scanner of sorts. It's capable of launching modified limpets, so you will need limpets for it. But it's a discovery scanner of some sort.
Oh, hi.
Can I presume that I'll have to perform some surgery on the limpets to adjust them? I already have 2 in, but I would like to then perhaps purchase some more
Yes.
if they have them here.
Yeah. It's a starport with resupply. It'll have limpets.
Okay, so now I
10?
have.
10 limpets modified? Does that sound reasonable?
Can you fit them in your cargo hold?
Oh, right.
Limpets take up cargo
Right.
space.
So to check something, I do have a cargo rack. That is in addition to the internal storage, is it?
Yes.
In which case, yes. It's about like 12 tons internal,
Oh,
8 tons
nice.
cargo rack.
Yeah.
Something like that. Let me double check.
Okay. Now then, Ellie, this goes remarkably well with the components you have and the time scale you have available to you. How does it go?
I think I just sit there kind of just obsessively working on it for a bit. And I think that I don't know, I just think that not having any distractions, but then also being kind of mad that Senator Jayla's sending us out here. She could have just told us the information she knew. We could have investigated it. Like, I'm mad, you know? So, like, I think I just put all my anger into this, and, like, all of the, like, I don't think I have much bloodlust, but as much bloodlust as I have in it, you know, and I think I just kind of go into a tizzy and forget to eat for 3 days or something like that. And Saskia, Mara, and Jackson will probably have to remember to bring me my meals. And then I just pass out for like 12 hours.
Yeah, it's... Considering the resources you've got, it's a work of art. I mean, it's still junk, but it's a work of art junk. And it's proudly sat in Saskia's ship, in place now of her
Limpet firing thing.
yes, the limpet controller. And it's a drone controller for these chonky big things called limpets that are drones. And that includes like all of the communications stuff, all of the flight control stuff. That's why they take up so much space, because they've got to broadcast this across several kilometers of distance at a suitable power level. But you've got one. Congratulations.
Yeah. Now, Saskia, I did have to kind of jerry-rig the power a bit, so you might see just like a slight dip because I just kind of hooked it up to where it's always on. It was easier than building in a switch. If I had like another week, I could get a paint job, build in a switch and stuff like that. So it is always on. So it is currently on right now. So you probably want to monitor that it doesn't kill anything in your ship, but we can fix that a little bit later. But I think it might be good enough for now.
Sounds good. It'll keep you warm.
Yeah. Also, thank you so much for providing me my meals while I was inventing. Maybe one day I'll be real good, like Felicity or something. You guys think I should make engines?
I wouldn't say no to having a contact who could make some fancy thrusters.
I mean, that's true.
I've always wondered how they colorize those engines. There's so many pretty options there. I think there's a larger market out there than what people are expecting. So you give me some fancy colors, I'll be right behind you on that.
All right, well, looks like I'm going to be a commander and make engines. I'll be a triple threat. What's the third thing you ask? I can sing. I cannot sing. I lied. I don't know why I lied to you all like that.
All right, then. My next question to you all as a group. Where to first? You're going to take a look at the sunny water world or the frigid icy world?
Let's finish on a high note. Let's go frigid ice world and then nice sunny world.
And then we finish in the warm. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yep. Sounds like an ideal plan. I'm not looking forward to the cold, though.
I hate the cold. Oh my goodness. I'm also very uncoordinated with my little feetsies. And so while I've had a climbing kit for a while, I have not used it yet.
I'm so looking forward to going climbing with you all. I've been waiting to go climbing for so long now. I had this kit sat in the ship. It's going to be a great time.
I had bought one a long time ago, and then I've been just looking at it every now and then and going, why? And now I actually have a reason.
I imagine Jackson, we can just all hold on to a rope and Jackson can just pull us up with his arm.
Oh, I mean, possibly.
I've got to say, ice climbing, though, that is a little scary, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, it's been going so swimmingly so far. I'm sure there's absolutely not going to be any problems.
What could possibly go
Yeah,
wrong?
sure. I'm sure nothing will go wrong from this point forward.
Bold statement, ma'am.
We are heading into Erasmus next for this icy planet, and that does happen to be where Jella is working from.
Yeah.
Now call me the paranoid one now. keep an eye out for messages coming in asking what on earth we're doing here, or checking up on us or something. How long will it be for that to come
Oh,
through?
it's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm not a smart person. I am a fast person and I'm a risk taker. I am not a particularly smart person, but something doesn't seem right about this whole situation, and I feel like we're going to figure out why very soon.
Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Definitely,
Now,
with you,
if
man.
I was-
There's way more to this than meets the eye. It's very suspicious.
If I was a reckless lady like Mara, if I was brave like Mara, I would, on the tail end of my ship, put a little ribbon that just has a middle finger and 2 middle fingers and the Jayla Armiger's picture on it, and it would just say, "Screw you, lady." And I would be like, "Why?"
We
and
want
then
to still get paid, and I feel like that would be a very swift way to not get paid.
And then in subtext, I would be like, "Flying across the damn universe for your errand, you done know well where it was." That's what I would do. But
Ellie.
I feel like I wouldn't get much.
I knew there was a reason I liked you, Ellie.
I'm glad that confirms that, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Heading on
Let's suit
over.
up and head out.
All right. That one and that one. Now, Erasmus is very close by. Couple of jumps for Jackson. If you want to sit from the star, when you reach Erasmus, you may do so without the need for a pilot test if you like. Let's go to a star picture for now. It's the only star picture I've got ready, so this will have to do. It is actually a G primary and an M secondary in this system. But you'll just have to make do with the trinary system I've got here for the moment coming in. Now, the Erasmus system. Let's go here. Yeah. You all jump in. Easy as pie. I'll have a pilot test if you want to take a pilot test. No need if you don't, but it does mean you miss out on the opportunity for a skill point increase.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna do it.
You're after not rolling a 1 basically on this.
Okay.
That's my DC. No auto fail. Okay, great, fantastic. None of you crash. And I'll have a systems check as well for sensors.
All right.
Oh, I need to swap out the Atmo here, don't I? So. All right, cool. Now then, Erasmus is a busy star system, the complete opposite of Q-Sang. Erasmus itself is Imperial controlled. Q-Sang was nominally independent, and there are a lot of ships. There are a tremendous number of ships. Now, oh yeah, this is also for operating your scanners. Oh no, all of you are fine with the scanners. Okay, cool. Yes, the where are we? There we are. It's become clear when you arrive here, that's not a star in the background. That is a gas giant getting illuminated head on by the stars, plural, in this system. There are two of them. There's a Class G and a Class M. Class G is kind of like our star, sort of yellowish white, about the same sort of size, same sort of luminosity. Class M stars, though, are much dimmer, much smaller, and also much colder. They're about 2,000 to 2,700 Kelvin, I think, in temperature, and they're usually a deep red color. Oh, damn it, where did I put that? I need more screens. I need more screens as a thing. I've got it here somewhere. There we are. So, yeah, the planet that you're after is Erasmus Alpha Bravo 1, which is the gas giant, and it has a selection of icy world moons. A through G, so 7 of them.
I guess let's fire up that scanner.
Yeah.
Oh,
In terms,
I wonder, can we do a little bit of analysis of that photo a little further? Look at the angular size of that gas giant in the background and see if we can estimate how far away it would be.
You absolutely can. I would like a roll for that, for sure. But it's going to be a really easy roll because that's a bloody brilliant idea, and I didn't think of that, so I'm going to make it easy for you. Now then, somewhere here should be your character sheet. If you're wanting to suggest a roll, I'm willing to hear it, but I'll have science, I think.
Science makes sense, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not bad.
This is probably A, B, or C. Looking at the distances, they're all 3 are reasonably close together, so it's probably one of those.
From the size of the gas giant on the photo there, I think it's one of the first 3 icy bodies in. We should focus our search there.
That makes sense with the distance. And
Glad we have you on board.
My pleasure indeed, very much. So shall we just start from the first, do you think?
Makes sense to me. Do we have enough probes or modified limpets? What did we end up using? Do we have enough to do this?
I have 10 of them, so hopefully if we don't mess up too badly, we'll be okay. No, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
All right. Now, ooh, perfect. Getting towards these planetary bodies, although they're moons, planetary bodies as opposed to stellar bodies, which one are you heading to first? In terms of, I need to double check actually the stations in this star system. Real quick, Erasmus itself, the main hello, the main planetary population base, there we go, words, is Erasmus B6, which is a terraformed Earth-like world. The system population is 1 billion people. It has 4 senators to the Imperial Senate. You know, it's a big enough system to have multiple senators in it. And almost all of them are on Erasmus B6. There are a few scattered around on starports in and nearby. Blast it. It's gone. And I will get you the starport information in just a jiffy. However, which of these 3 are you heading to first?
A, I believe it was.
Okay, A. Spot on. You arrive looking at A, and it's obvious that it's not going to be A, because it has a methane atmosphere of 4.2 atmospheric pressure, which is almost certainly beyond the capability of Armiger's ship to withstand.
Guess we can cross this one. Oh, sorry.
I guess we can cross this one off. Well,
Alright, should we move on to the next one?
off we go.
Who to see for poops and giggles?
Why not? Let's do it.
Alright.
We owe you one anyway. We certainly do.
Okay, fire off one of these probes. I will have. You're gonna need to aim this. Spaceship weapons. Why not? It's the best sort of aiming skill you've got. Let's have a spaceship weapons check. Yeah, it's pretty good. You get the data through from there we go. From Ellie's very rudimentary interface on coming into your HUD. The world itself would probably take 2 probes to map fully. But this one reveals not much. There's no volcanism. The atmosphere is all methane, down to there's trace elements of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, some other hydrocarbons, but in for all intents and purposes, 100% methane. 0.04 G. 721 kilometers radius, and not much else happening there. It's just ice. It works though, Ellie. It works, and it works pretty well.
The probe work? It seems to be coming through. No problems. Good signal. You did a fantastic job.
Thanks so much. It did the little animated cat come up.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
How many pixels
Yes,
is
yes.
it?
It's like 10. Excellent work, Ellie. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
AB1A crossed off, and you got a bit of exploration data you can hand in somewhere. Fantastic. Yeah.
I guess let's go to B.
Let's go to B.
That's it? No, okay. Let's go B.
Anything on the scanners, by the way? Has anyone picked us up yet? Any messages?
In terms of obvious messages that have come through, there's a lot of random crap just passing through your incoming communications panel. There's a wedding barge. There's a couple of commanders giving an 07 to each other. There are some system security comms. Nothing dreadfully exciting.
I really checked my email upon entry, so it's fine.
I get the usual leaky comms from wedding barges and cruise liners.
Any
That's not going to get annoying at all.
Are you looking to get a rebound? Through the cold beats? Eh?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, good grief. Okay, so there are 7 orbital ports here. 3 of them are near-ish where you are. They're around the secondary star, and the current orbits of where all the planets and stuff are. The gas giant that you're investigating orbits both stars. And each star itself has a few planets orbiting that. And the current orbits place this one close-ish to the B star. And there are 2 large stations and 3 large stations nearby. All of the smaller outposts are orbiting the primary star. In terms of ships, nothing suspicious, but there is a lot of ships. Like I say, this is a busy, busy star system. Okay. Heading over to B, I presume. Okay.
I think so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now then. The B. So we're after Erasinus Alpha Bravo 1 Bravo. There's a B moon around body 1 of stars AB. Also unlikely, extremely unlikely to be the planet in the photo. The moon in the photo. This one's got even more methane around it. 5.5 atmospheres of pressure on your system scanner, your ship scanner. You can barely see any surface features under this atmosphere. It is so bloody thick. It's extremely, extremely bright to look at from this angle as you're approaching it from the sunward side. But yeah, it's not going to be this one. Launching any probes? You don't have to. Just as a GM tip. If you want to, you can, but it's not a thing that you need to do.
I imagine as Ellie... Okay. I imagine as Ellie gets close to the planet, just does like a backflip, and it's like... And it's just like...
It gonna be this one. Then just backflips and spins around, flies back to sea.
Yeah. She's doing a loop of shame deliberately. You'd want to look at the atmospheric pressure, and you're like, nope.
That's that one crossed off.
Okay.
That looks like I was right on C. It's just I should have been more confident. C stands for confidence. Or confidence,
Yeah.
this thing.
Did you find anything on C with your probe?
This was B. And
No, but before.
oh, and that was A.
Did we not
No,
scan C as
before
well?
that.
Yeah, we did A, then C, then B, right?
No, we haven't gotten to C yet.
No, we went straight to C.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you went to B. Well, this is B. Yep. It would make sense, I suppose, as well, just with the orbits. So yeah, you've gone to B. Sorry to override you like that. I misunderstood.
Okay. It's okay.
But B isn't the moon you're after. C, however, might be.
All right.
0.
Well, I sure hope it's this one, considering
Yep.
my
0.
other 2 options haven't worked.
Yeah, 0.2 atmospheres, enough for your ships to handle. 100% methane. 0.06 G and a radius of just over a kilometer. And Saskia, you take a look at the gas giant in the distance. Matches up pretty well with the angular diameter of the picture. Matches up very well. Launching some probes.
This looks like it could be it. Let's fire some probes. Are we ready?
Okay.
See how it goes.
Yep. You firing 2 of these jury-rigged probes. It would take 2 from a regular discovery scanner. Sorry, detailed surface scanner. You're going to go with 2 on this one.
Yes. please.
Okay. I'll have another Starship Weapons check from you, please. Let's see how good your aim is. Let's see if you get that efficiency bonus. Yeah. The rearward one's a bit off, but it still covers enough. Yeah, you manage to scan the planet, and you get a couple of tiny little settlements and irregular markers. And that's where we'll take our break.
Sneaky.
To explain...
Very sneaky.
Yes, to explain, irregular markers is an anomaly on the planetary scan that is probably man-made, but isn't something like a registered settlement.
I call crash site of some description.
Maybe.
Well, we'll see shortly. We're going to take a break, which that we should have done, 25 minutes ago. But I got engrossed by player shenanigans and their adventures and stuff. So, yeah, we're going to spend 5 to 10 to stretch our legs, grab a drink, take our meds. If you're wearing a binder, take a few deep breaths. Do not wear it for longer than a medically advised 6 hours. What was the other thing? Look at stuff far away, walk around, go to the loo, and we'll be back very shortly. Okay, here goes.